Hi, this is my final exam of effective workshop presentation and I'm going to talk about the same-sex marriage. And what is the mainstream of sexuality? What is the same-sex marriage? The 3.5% identify as LGBT. What is LGBT? It's the community of persons that is lesbian and also persons that is gay. There is 70 states have legalized the gay marriage. Since 1996 to 2013, 27% to 53% are accepted this topic, and there is obviously a limited acceptance of same marriage. There is the arguments about the sexuality. There is a lot of arguments, but one of them that is same rights may not be fair. That is it's equality for all the people. That is not matter that they want a girl or they want a boy. There should be equality. The religious reason, we know that a lot of people here that believe in the religion and Catholicism, Christians and all of this. Families raised by the same-sex couples. That is very different because this family that is raised a car have a race that is very different than the normal people. And also the moral reasons, because there is a lot of moral reasons. Also, what is the middle ground? Allow marriage, public recognition, screenings for adoption, understanding of potential limited acceptance. And this is very important because this is the things that have to be about the marriage. There is public recognition, screenings for adoption, understanding of potential limited acceptance. The community that I said before, the LGBTQ, that is a community that the people, gay and lesbian, have created for them, for respect their rights, because there is a lot of people in the world, the majority, that don't know about these people and don't believe and don't accept this community. And it's a community that grow about that. Also, what is the deal with same-sex marriage? There is a lot of deal, no? But also this politics, religions, and values. Politics, that the laws that exist, the religion, what I said, there are a lot of religions and values, the moral family, and the moral that the family said before a long time ago. There is a lot of cases like relations, equality, hold that the heterosexual and homosexual relationships are equivalent in purpose, function, and commitment, especially when seen from the point of view of the participant, and therefore the two types of relationship ought to be created by the state as like cases, says Jeremy Garrett. That is a man that is very important with the community of LGBTQ. What is the argument that are growing to pull data about same-sex marriage? I related sparse before 2003. Two national opinion research centers surveyed a trend that spans 16 years. In 1988, 11% of respondents agreed that homosexual couples should have the right to marry. And that is because there is a community that are growing, that is the LGBTQ community. And 69% are disagreed. Also, there is always people that are disagreed with the beliefs that other people. What is the government alternative? The government is saying that there is a lot of alternative with these people. Hold control over the recognition of marriage on the state level. What is the pros? Financial gain to state and local governments. Obviously, there is a gain for the government and it is a pro for them. Same-sex marriage is a civil right. Also, this because the right humans say that all the people have the right to marry some people, and they never specific with people, people that live the same sex or different people. What are the cons? People pay tax dollars to something they believe is wrong. Because they believe it's wrong, they want to pay and they believe that they should to pay and that it's not okay. Government. The government has a lot of say about this topic. To when same-sex marriage is banned. Constitutional amendment in the state law, 3 ways to legalize same-sex marriage. Court decision, state executive, and popular vote. There is also a lot of cases about popular votes, And this is the more common because there is a big community of LGBTQ that is very big and that is growing. Process of a state making same-sex marriage, current ban and some same-sex marriage. Also, the government legalizing equal more tax money for the government, which returns back to the public in the forms of service and benefit. Education is the key when finding a compromise. Family values alone cannot influence a political decision. That is not okay. And rights need to be understood and respected when making an informed decision. One of the religions that is Catholicism. What is the Catholicism? The Catholics are the 78.4% of the religion present in the USA. There is a lot of people, it's the majority, and also what are they saying? While the church is open to and are from homosexuality, that it's okay with that, but they are not open to the same-sex marriage. There is they are against to that, and they don't want to this marriage. Also, the Catholicism, the main argument for Catholicism, marriage should still be between a man and a woman according to the Bible. Obviously, the Bible says a lot of things, but very people believe, and many people don't believe. It's also the opinion personal of every person. This affects those involved with the church. The Catholicism and compromise. American Social Review, the Catholic Church teaches that any sexual act committed outside of the heterosexual marriage is sinful and characterizes homosexuality as a disorder. Or that this is not okay about the homosexuality and there is like a delight. Also, they raise religion and opposition to same-sex marriage. Catholics are markedly more supportive of granting civil liberties to gays and lesbians, including support for same-sex marriage. Also, the compromise. What is the compromise? A full separation of church and state. That is not equality in that is have many different options, and the Catholic Church can reserve the right to not marry same-sex couple in the church. However, they must recognize legal same-sex marriage. Well, this is the thing that I can say about this topic that is very difficult, and the same-sex marriage, and also every people have their personal opinion, and thank you for that.